What's up, people? Welcome to Riding on Ruby. Hey, what's up, people? Well, today I'm going to do a couple little preparation things in order to get Ruby out of the house soon. Today's April 12th, 2025, and I was so hoping to get Ruby out today to start riding next week because I got all next week off, and I thought that would be great, you know, between do a little fishing, do some riding, make some videos finally. But well, today we woke up and I did a short on there this morning. A bunch of sleet and snow overnight. It's like 40 degrees, drizzling, bitter cold wind. So I don't know what's going on with Ruby yet. But anyways, eventually I'm going to check the air and the tires. Make sure she's got enough. I got a little compressor in the car. I got a jump box that has that cigarette lighter adapter so I can plug it in there and pump her up while she's in the house. And I bought something. I usually don't do a lot to Ruby, you know, like other than changing the mirrors and, you know, some stuff, you know, cosmetic. But I ended up doing something, and when I get to that part, I'll explain it a little bit better. But for now, I'm going to stop it here. I'm going to put it in time lapse. And I got to change the batteries in the little, probably can't see it, but over here is a motion sensor alarm. You know, and come over, you touch it, you know, and if you keep moving it, it goes off. So every spring I put in a new set of batteries, and hopefully they're AAA. So I'll be doing that. And then over here, I got to get Charlie off. Hopefully you can see that over here. I'll be getting Charlie off. And there's a reason for taking Charlie off. So let's just see what I could get done. And I might leave the things on over here because I think they kind of look cool. But I want Charlie off because I need to access something that's underneath them. So I'll get to that point later. So anyways, let me shut you off, restart you, and Alright people, I'm back. And I know I apologize for this every time I record in here, that the lighting is horrible, and I tried going through the GoPro settings to see if there was something to make it brighter, and I couldn't find anything in there for that, like brightness. It had sharpness and some other stuff, but I didn't see anything that said brightness. But I'm hoping maybe when I get it in the editor, maybe I might be able to make it brighter there or whatever. So here's the story. I'm not gonna check the tire pressure until probably the day that she's ready to come out, you know, because then I gotta move her around to try to find all the valves and everything. And the back tire, oh boy, trying to get to that one, but I get the gauge that I got has a little gooseneck on it, so you could fit it in there better, and you know, it's got like a right angle or whatever, you know, so it fits in there better. But one of the things that I come across when I'm riding is I noticed that when I'm sitting there, I start to slouch. And then I know, oh, geez, so then I try to straighten myself up a little bit, and I'm constantly doing this number, you know, and it kills my back. And then when I'm sitting there driving my bus, I'm basically the same thing. I'm kind of leaning forward to hit the switch for the door, to steer and stuff. So, I mean, you know, years ago, it screwed up one of my discs, so I have a dysfunctional disc now where all that, like, it's like a jelly donut, and all the gel gets, you know, from slouching, gets pushed into the back, and then when you try to straighten up, it's all hardened in there, and it won't let you straighten out. So I had to go to therapy to keep slowly working it and getting like that gel moving around so I could start moving again. So anyways, you know, that's a story. So I thought, well, you know, this seat's like a rock. And it seems like, I don't know, for some reason, I'm like 6 feet tall, but it seems like I'm always sitting almost on the tank. But I mean, my feet, I could flat foot it, no problem, you know, all that. And the seat is, like I said, it's just really stiff. So I says, well, you know, let me look for some seats. So I don't know if you could see me when I'm standing up or not. But anyway, so long story short, I'm like, well, I haven't really done much to Ruby other than, you know, the mirrors and some other little things and stuff like that. So I thought, and I don't want to do nothing technical. I was going to put crash bars on, but then you got to hook them up to the, I'm pretty sure, to the motor mount. So I ain't messing with the motor mounts. I'm not a mechanic, and I always say the same thing, and it's true. I'm a jerk of all trades. I could do anything wrong. So anyways, you know, I can't put crash bars on her because then I can't get her in and out of the house. They'll be too wide. So this is the way she's going to be for like that anyways without them. But, and then I was thinking about getting one of those train horns to put on. But it's like buried way in there. And it's like, well, and then if you read the directions on them, it's like, well, if it doesn't have enough power or if it's not working properly, you got to go buy this extra adapter for more money, and you have to have a 14 gauge wire, blah, 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 you know, the heck with it, you know, if it works, don't fix it. So I thought, all right, let me go look for some seats. So of course, I start with Mustang seats, Saddleman seats, oh, 500, you know, $400, $500, $600 for a seat. I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck. I can't afford, you know, I mean, I could buy it, but then, you know, I'm going to be skimping on something else, you know. And to me, that's just ridiculous. I mean, this seat works, and again, if it works, don't fix it. But I just wanted something maybe a little bit different. So I went to Google, of course, and searched, you know, the make, the model, you know, the year, CC, all that good stuff, and typed it in. So I saw, oh, here's one seat. It looks similar to that, and had maybe more of a little bit of a dip here and a little bit of a higher. And I thought, well, maybe that might be good for my back. If it kind of pushes me forward a little bit, it might keep my back from wanting to sag, you know, backwards. So it was black and it had red stitching, and it wasn't expensive. It was like, I don't know, 300 or something like that. So it was probably cheaper than some of the other, but you couldn't even see the stitching, you know. And Ruby's, you know, a limited color for 2019 to 500s, you know, the Wicked Red Deluxe. So I'm like, nah, I don't know. I'm not going to spend that much money, you know. I mean, basically looks like this. So I kept looking and looking, and then I came across a company called CC Riders Seats. And I thought, you know, let me see what they got. So I started looking around and I found something. So let me show you. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see this, but here it is. Now that's definitely red. Nice, cool red, awesome stitching. Pretty well made, if you ask me. It's supposed to be specific for this model, so I'm hoping it's gonna work. The only thing is, I think they consider this a reach seat, so it's supposed to be an inch lower, and it's gonna put you an inch closer to the handlebars, which, like I said, for some reason this other seat made me almost sit on a tank, you know, because like you kept sliding down or something on the way it was angled. So we're gonna see if we can put this on, and that is cool. I mean, that is a really fancy looking seat, and it seems like it's pretty well made. It's a little bit softer and not as hard, so I'm hoping it's gonna be able to go on and fit just like the other one does. So we'll find out. Now, I don't know what this strap's supposed to be for, so maybe some of you guys could leave me a comment. I mean, number one, this strap is attached underneath the seat. So anytime you want to change your seat, you gotta, you know, loosen up the screw on the fender here, and then you gotta sit there and try to finagle it, move this as far as you can so you could back it up. You could pop that off of there, and then you could finally pull it out. So I don't know why they came up with, you know, nice plain ugly black. So I don't know why they came up with a system like that. You know, I mean, it's bolted down inside, and I'm not even sure. I thought maybe it was for like a passenger to hold on, but when they're sitting down, they're going to be sitting on it. So I don't know, is it for like just an extra support for the seat in case you didn't, you know, the screw came out, it won't fly off over a bump or something? Or is it for maybe, you know, maybe like, you know, to put like a roll pack or something, lift it up and shove it under there, you know, maybe gloves or something, I don't know, an extra, you know, shirt or something, slide. I have no idea what that's for. You know, I've been riding since, well, I started riding when I was like 14, but I got my license and my first new bike when I was 18 in 1978. So I've been riding since 78, and I just never really knew what this thing was for. So anyways, so I gotta look at this. I want to see how this is set up. Yeah, that just got some foam in that same spot, but might have to force it in a little bit on this little hook. And see, now the part over here is you need to lift this up to be able to get this to go down onto that little latch. And I'm trying to see how much further it's got to go down. It's still got to go back more. Just not too much, but the strap keeps it from going all the ways back. And let's see, hopefully that screw is going to line up properly too. This thing there. Oh, come on, go back, baby. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see. That was a good song by Player. Probably help if I had a light and I could see in there. But see, that's what I'm saying. If this strap wasn't there, I could just lift it up and put it in on an angle, lock it in, and there you go. And this screw right here looks like it might be off a little bit. Like it needs to go back a little bit more. So I hope that ain't gonna be an issue. It doesn't look like you're able to adjust that, so we'll see. Oh. Come on, baby. Whoa. Go back. Oh, it just won't go back that a little extra bit. Try getting this strap forward so I could go back more. Oh. Okay, is that it? Alright, it feels like I got it. Alright, but I was right, the screw doesn't quite line up right. It's close, but it needs to go back just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. You just have to push down on it. Alright, where's the screw? Groot, you gotta get your butt out of the way, mister. I don't know, maybe if I sit on it. Alright, Potsy, sit on it. And I need a smaller, a shorter screwdriver too. Yeah, let me see if I got a little stubby, Mr. Stubby Bubby. I got tools all over the place. I know I got a little one, but I think I brought that upstairs one time. Here, hold that. I think I brought it upstairs because I needed it to fix the toilet up there, and there wasn't that much room. Hello, Mr. Shorty guy, where are you? I am very disorganized. I got toolboxes everywhere. This is like my indoor man cave. Oh, what the? I know I got a little stubby one somewhere. Oh, there we go. Wow, that is... I had another one with a blue handle on it. Alright, so that should make a difference. Alright. Let's see. Oh, come on. Oh. Alright, that's not working. Oh, yay! I meant to do that. It was good for my back to bend over like that. Alright. So anyways, looks like I'm going to be fighting with this for a while to get that to go back just a little bit more. Because it's off like not even 1/8 of an inch. And I don't know how far I can pull it back where it's going to pop out of the front. And the thing's piece of metal was bent to a certain point. I might need two people to help stretch this, because this seat's like really stiff right now. I had it lined up, but trying to line it up and put the screw in at the same time isn't easy. Alright, well anyways, I'm going to work at it. So there it is. Now that's a big difference. Look at that. That's nice. Nice bright red. Yeah. So we'll see how that's going to work out and everything. But I'll end the video here so I can fight, so you don't hear me swearing and cussing and all that good stuff. So hey, I hope everyone has a great day. Hopefully we'll get Ruby out and get some riding videos in. And someday maybe we could do that. Alright, as usual people, like, subscribe, hit the ling bell. See you in the next video. Peace. Alright people, so here's the deal. I had a really hard time trying to line up the hole in the back, which I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, you can, of course. I don't know why this thing comes out dark when the room's still pretty bright, but the screw's back there. And the problem is I couldn't lift up the front or push down on enough to get it to go over that little nub that sticks out to put the screw in it. So I figured, all right, let's try this. I unlatched it from the front, and then I ended up screwing on the back one first, and then went back to the front, and I still had to push it backwards a little bit, or kind of a lot in a way, to finally get it to lock on the front. So there it is. I just wish I could have better light or something, but look at that, it even got darker. Or maybe my screen did, but there she is. It's hard to see the back part, but ta-da, she's done. A cool red. It's got like all these like bubbles almost looking. All that's red marks are all stitches. I can't believe this was only $149. Wow. Can't wait to get Ruby out and show her off. Alright everyone, I appreciate everybody watching. Peace out.